Now, of course, as promised, bro, I was going to listen to the Reason response by Joey. I just did the Joey response to Rayvon, but he had name dropped Reason in that track. So the track was called Finals. He had mentioned Reason in the song itself, and I guess Reason had heard it. Now, I did not expect Reason to enter this battle, but Joey had been taking shots at Reason, Daylight, Rayvon, Kendrick. So I'm guessing that it's all fair game if your name dropped, right? If they drop your name, I guess it's fair to respond. So I mean, that's all the more reason why Reason had made this whole song in the first place. So we're gonna check it out and see what it is exactly that Reason had said here. It is past 5. It is 5 o'clock somewhere, right? So I'm gonna drink up, bro. It's been a hot day. Been outside all day, working and shit. I'm gonna take a little sip, man, and listen to the song. I'm gonna get crunk with y'all, bro, while I listen to this shit, and then we're gonna listen to the lyrics right after, and we're gonna see what it is, man. See what it brings us, bro. That wasn't bad at all. I was actually rocking with it. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I haven't tapped in with Reason since I heard his album Porches. Now I know that he had recently dropped the project, so y'all make sure you go check that out. But yeah, man, I haven't heard Reason in a minute. Good to see him outside still dropping music after he had left TDE. I'll be real quick with you, bro. Didn't really like the little interludes. Like I get the Mace part being from New York and the other interlude as well. Like that's cool, but I want to hear more rapping. You know what I mean? I did like the beat switch for sure. He said, "Dear Joey Joe, ain't expect my name to be spoken." Now, obviously, Joey had brought him up in the finals. That shit really hurt my heart. I can truly say that it's broken. I get it's just bars, but when I sit down and focus, it's a coast jealousy that you guys thought we ain't noticed. Now, this goes back to the East Coast, the allegations of the East Coast being jealous of the West Coast. You could tell me how you feel about that in the comments. But a lot of people think that the East is being slick. Now, I think this is all friendly competition. I think saying that people are jealous of one another is all part of the sport and rap. But you could tell me how you feel about the coast jealousy in the comments. Y'all used to be the Mecca. You guys were really goated. We heard your techniques and applied it while y'all was gloating. The sacrificial lamb, the soloist with no band members, Joey Kaepernick, nobody gonna take a stand with you. Now, this is very interesting, bro, because Rayvon did a whole song called Ho Era. And what made me think initially with that response was that somebody from Pro Era was going to respond. At least CJ Fly would have been somebody to respond. Maybe he has. I haven't checked up on him yet. But I haven't heard anything from Nick Caution. I haven't heard anything from Dirty Sanchez, Desi Hines. Like, I follow Pro Era, bro. I know De La Soul, even the Tina Apex, like, you know what I mean? I don't think she's going to respond. But the point is that they made a song called Ho Era, and Joey's still here standing by himself. No Pro Era members are responding. Joey made a song called The Finalists, and Nick Caution is at the Game 6 Knicks games, enjoying the game, not even in the booth, helping Joey out. I think this is what they're referring to, how Joey could go at a whole group and nobody will back up Joey. Why? Because I feel like they're trying to hint towards some type of animosity between Joey and his old group. Now, without getting into that, I think there might be something there that hasn't been said publicly. I feel like Joey and Pro Era, I don't think that they got off on the right foot. We'll keep it allegedly right now. But it is weird how nobody has taken the stand for Joey except CJ. And after that release from that one song, I don't think we heard from him since. Is Joey going to get help from Pro Era? Y'all let me know in the comments, bro. Who do you think will help him? CJ Fly, Nick Caution, Dirty Sanchez, Kirk Knight? Y'all tell me. Y'all used to have this texture of struggling, really roughing out. Hit a bumpy road, slick fell off, and now you're on some sucker shit. We stayed the course, our name blew up and puffed a bit. And speaking on puff, you guys been on some nutty shit. And that's what I said, bro. I don't think that bar had set well with me the first time I heard it. When Joey said, "Yo, I was at the party but never seen the freak off," that was crazy. I don't think Joey should have said that. Now, this is where the Mace interlude comes in, and then we get to the second verse. But all in all, the first verse wasn't that bad. I think taking the shot that Joey is doing this all on his own is to poke fun at the fact that his Pro Era crewmates are nowhere to be found. That's another person besides Rayvon that has slighted Joey in this aspect. It almost makes you wonder why Pro Era isn't stepping up for Joey at a time like this. You would think that all of them would try to respond to somebody at this point. Never had been dropped, had to slide for my interest. Left up 100, asked God as my witness. Stepping on my own because I need my percentage. Unique chain boy, I'm cold independent. The shot ain't direct enough. Fuck you mentioned me. I'm with the drama. The cipher was cold. I run it back for you and I leave your soul beside you. That's probably for Absol. I push a button like it's Debbie, my guy. I never sued, but I settled it. The clip hungry, I done fed it. We ain't good, fellas. I'm Joe Pesci. And this is going back to when Joey had referenced Ray Liotta. He had said, "You ain't no Ray Liotta, how much you made, man." He said, "Method acting turning into personas, unique in your posture." Now, I actually like this bar a lot, method acting, because if you know anything about method acting, it's like when an actor really tries to immerse themselves in a role They tried to play this role so good, they end up just becoming the role themselves. They try to take on that persona of that character that they're acting out to be. So calling Joey a method actor is pretty hilarious. You know, when you think of people who took it serious, saying that Joey is taking his role serious on Power and that's why he's pretending to be a gangster is pretty hilarious. I think that was a good bar right there. Method acting. Shout out method act. I turn into Ronnie if this about the violence, but you ain't surviving. It's the West turning up the temperature. You want the top spot, climate. And the 20V Joe, like I'm locking a foe. Mention reason, I'm pressing and sliding. I come and step over there. Ain't no respect over here. I would say get in the booth, but fuck it. It's really, really left over there. Y'all went from rapping on corners to being the corner. It's dead over there. I know y'all doing this shit for a rollout, but I'm really pressed over here because I've been the quiet one. I was lined up. The lineup petitions come up and sign up. Now, my whole explanation for Reason being name dropped by Joey, I feel like that was a play on Joey's part. I think that Joey knows that Reason was somebody that got dropped or separated from TDE, however you want to spin it. But Reason is no longer with TDE, right? I think that Joey had brought up Reason for that purpose. I think he knew that this was something that he was going to aim for. This is a weak spot for TDE. Let me talk about Reason. I don't know if he knew that Reason was going to respond, but this is more fuel for Joey to go in later. Reason is definitely a weak spot for TDE only because he had all this animosity when leaving the label. Call it animosity, call them differences, however you want to talk about it. They went viral when they went on back on Fig and had that whole ordeal. I think Joey bringing up Reason is for the purpose of trying to point out some issues or discrepancies within TDE. Y'all can tell me how you feel about that in the comment. But I thought that was a smart play on Joey for doing that. This is rap battle, so they obviously got to try something or do something that's going to get other people out of their body also. Reason being quiet or being the quiet one wasn't going to stop any of that. I'm just going to be honest. I don't care what season it is. Some of these guys die. I'm at all of them. Don't care if I got a reason like Top before signing me. I'm a fine one. Because say 10 other words, but choose my name. Now shit can get devilish, my guy. Griselda, the only guy that was holding shit down when y'all wasn't present. I could catch a friendly with the homies. That's just how it is. Y'all come and try it. Let it seem like a choir kid. Whole lot of steppers carry cannons like Mariah did. That's a fire bar right there. Calm all that bass in your voice. We the pioneers. Guys all bad. The best rapper in New York on the podcast. I'll button up the shirt and give out jaw tabs. Now, I think this is in regards to Joe Budden. The best rapper in New York is on the podcast referring to Joe Budden. This ain't clout chasing, guy. What you call that? This ain't about paper. What you call that? I bring it right to where the lawn at. Weed whack a guy, better garden up or fall back. It's the Lamo. Let's get it started. I'm with all that. You can speak on me and Top. I ain't got nothing for it because that's my business with them guys. That ain't none of yours. Now, I think this is really interesting because it's like I said in the very beginning, because it's like I said earlier. I think Joey had brought up Reason to play on the fact that this was a weak spot for TDE. This was a discrepancy that went public. It's one of the first issues that actually went public in regards to TDE and the fallout that they had with Reason. Now, obviously, Reason has spoke on it, and he said that he doesn't really have any ill will towards TDE. There was no real animosity like that. It was just an issue with some discrepancies that they had. But him saying that it's his business and it's not Joey's and he can't speak on it, I feel like he only spoke on it because now he's going at all of TDE. Reason responding, I'm not sure if it helps, but nevertheless, he is a man. He is going to respond if he wants to. And even though I think that this is a good song, I'm doing no justice reading the rhyme schemes on my own. He definitely performed this better than I could repeat it. He's a great artist. But me personally, I think that Joey got him beat. If it was Joey versus Reason, I think Joey got some. Now, I don't know if Joey will respond to Reason. He still has to wait for Daylight to respond. And I'm sure that Rayvon might respond as well, considering that the finals came out 2 days ago, a day ago, whatever the case may be. But this wasn't a bad song from Reason. I like the beat switch up. I like everything that came with it. He even produced it on his own. It's a good song. He tackled a lot of good points. But I would choose Joey over Reason for sure. If it was a battle between them, I have to go with Joey. However, Reason is not letting up. He's showing you that he's still a competitor. He still had some great bars in here. I feel like him taking shots at Pro Era was definitely a big bar. Him taking shots at the East Coast, calling out their jealousy, that was definitely a bar. And him standing up with his relationship with TDE, I thought that was something good to also mention. Because like I said, I think that's the only reason why Joey had brought him up in the first place. But we'll see how Joey responds to Reason moving forward in the future. If you were to tell me if it was Reason or Joey, I'll probably go with Joey on this one. But the song wasn't bad. Shout outs to Reason. Y'all make sure you go check out his new album, man. Reason got something out called I Love You Again. So make sure y'all go check that out. Y'all go stream that. Do your thing, man. All love and all respect to Reason. But y'all tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.